Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now. 40 base. 45. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check. Crunch. 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 Check three. Check three.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. It's Pittsburgh. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
That's it. Great stone. Come on. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Check, 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 check. Hey, check Mike. 40.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. The 40. 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take...
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
On the double. 43 is the mark. You. Check. Ready.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Trey Boston up to make the tackle. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
Sam off. Two times.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. Looking long for Westbrook. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on, QB, come on. Check. Fresno.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Sponge. No, hey. Rush in.
To throw is Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd down, Bridgewater, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Here we go.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
19, watch 19.
On 2nd down, Minshew dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
A gain of 7. First down, Jaguars.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play.
Westbrook
and
on the
bring up a
post.
2nd and 14. Here's Minshew, looking long for Westbrook. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
A gain of 15. First down.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Minshew sets to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This will be play number 9 of the drive here, as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're able to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And an alley to run. And some space here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Fournette. And an alley to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 31-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the carry, Thompson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Again, a run with Thompson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Thompson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Check hot route. Hot. 25. Check 25. Check 25. No check.
Out of the pistol. McCaffrey. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Watch twins. 45. 45. Here we go, D. It's just me.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. To the right side, and he's got more complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Pin the mirrors back and go full street.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. That one good for 21 yards. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rashad Jones. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Bridgewater to throw it. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 38. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Off play action, it's Minshew. Got his man, it's Eifert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Watch the air.
Well, now they'll try the end around. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one goes for 30 yards.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for the Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he stopped immediately there.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me shoot through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though.